Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the national anthem. Oh, say
dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome. Please be seated. Good morning. Welcome to the May 2019 commencement ceremony of Lamar University's College of Business. I'm Dan French, Dean of the College. And today we get to recognize you graduates and honor your successes in achieving your educational goals. It's been a long road, and each of you has your own story to tell, your own challenges, your achievements, your setbacks, and your victories. For you to arrive at this point, there must be many people who have given you encouragement in your studies and indeed support throughout your life. Please join me in recognizing them and expressing appreciation. Thank you. Parents of our candidates, please stand and receive our applause. Parents, please. Grandparents, please stand and be recognized. Grandparents. Very good. Spouses, children, and grandchildren of our candidates, please stand. Other relatives, friends, anyone accompanying a graduate today, please stand, please. Thank you. Please be seated. Also, candidates playing a major role in your higher educational journey has been our dedicated faculty who have served as instructors, counselors, and mentors throughout your journey here at Lamar. Faculty, please stand and let us recognize you. Please be seated. Family, friends, faculty, thank you for joining us here today to make this a memorable celebration of this important milestone in the lives of our graduates. We gather today to recognize and honor our graduates for their tireless efforts, focused dedication, and deserved achievements in the demanding and competitive area of higher education. For years, our graduates have been striving to reach the educational milestones that we are here to celebrate today. Graduates, you've made it. Congratulations to each of you for achieving your goals. Now, it is time to set new goals. We challenge you to continue to learn, to use your knowledge wisely, and to excel throughout the rest of your life. Our graduates today come from 8 countries outside the United States, 7 states and 50 cities and towns in Texas. Candidates, many people have supported you throughout your life and your studies. I would like for you to join me as we express our appreciation to them. I would like to introduce our platform participants. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Dr. Kenneth Evans, President of Lamar University. Dr. Joe Nordgren, Associate Provost. Dr. Brenda Nichols, Associate Provost. Mr. Craig Ness, Vice President for Finance and Operations. Dr. John Bello-Oguno, Vice President for Diversity and Inclusion. Aaron Walters, this morning's speaker, who will be introduced more fully in just a few minutes. Trenton Swinton, our student speaker this morning. Dr. Sumava Bandyopadhyay, Associate Dean. Madison Marino, Student Government Association President. Dr. Vivek Natarajan, the carrier of the mace. Dr. William Harn, Dean of the Graduate College. Dr. Kevin Dodson, Dean of the Rios Honors College. Ms. Claire Burns, Director of the Master of Science Program in Accounting. Dr. Marlene Swerdlow, Director of the General Business Program. Dr. Ricardo Colon, Chair of the Accounting and Business Law Department. Dr. James Sladen, Chair of the Economics and Finance Department. Dr. Kakoli Bandyopadhyay, Chair of Information Systems and Analysis. Dr. Kabir Sen, Chair of Management and Marketing. Dr. Siakyang Wang, Program Director of the Reese Construction Management Program. Dr. Karen Newhauser, Reader. Dr. Serdar Ilban, Associate Professor of Voice and our vocalist today. Mr. David Short, University Registrar. It is also my pleasure to introduce conductor Andrew McMahon and members of the Lamar University Commencement Ensemble. Their music adds so much to this special occasion. Thank you. Candidates, we are here today to celebrate your achievement. Sometimes during these commencement ceremonies, people will applaud loudly. They'll get up and wave their hands, shake their bodies, dance around, and make extreme noise. I want to say that such behavior is not only permissible, but I encourage it. Yes. Now, while I myself am a little voice challenged today, I encourage everyone else to yell all they want to. We are here to celebrate, and let's allow the celebration to begin. This is a momentous occasion for you. You join a group of only 3 in 10 Americans, adults, who hold bachelor's degrees. Portion is even smaller among Texans and even less here in Southeast Texas. You've completed a challenging journey. You've persevered. You've stayed up late at night studying for exams. You've spent hours at the computer finishing reports and projects. You stuck to it. And finally, the day of graduation has arrived. Now let's do a little exercise to demonstrate the dedication of our graduates. So, would the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees please stand? Bachelor's candidates, please stand. Very good. Thank you. Now, some of you managed to finish in 4 years. If that's the case for you, please sit. Those of you who finished in 4 years. And congratulations and thank you. Often it takes a little more perseverance. 5-year graduates, would you go ahead and sit down, please? 6-year graduates, those who graduated in 6 years, please sit down. And that's, among college graduates, probably around an average. Those of you who took 7 years to graduate, please sit down. Now, so those who made it in 10 years or less, please sit. Thank you. Those of you who persevered for up to 15 years but are graduating today, please go ahead and sit. Thank you. And we're left with a few standing still, dedicated individuals who are determined to make it. If you, let's say 18 years. If you had 18 years, go ahead and sit. Well, we need to move it up. 20 years. 20 years. Thank you. Okay. And at 25 years, do we have anyone still standing? Okay. 26, 27, 28, 29, 29 years. How many? 32 years. And it's really great that every one of you made it, regardless of how long that journey has taken. My own mother and I attended Lamar together at the same time. However, I'm going to have to admit she did make it to graduation before I did. Today, you're here to begin a new journey through your life. Your Lamar education has prepared you well to take on new opportunities and reach new goals. These goals might include landing your first job, or becoming an entrepreneur, starting a business, inventing a new product or service, should I say it, continuing your education in graduate school. Lamar University business degree candidates, we are all proud of you. Best wishes to each of you as you move forward in your life. It is now my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker, Mr. Aaron Walters. Aaron Walters is co-founder, chairman, and chief executive officer of Altered States, the well-known brand name boutique fashion stores with more than 100 locations in malls across America. After attending Sam Houston State University, Mr. Walters attended Lamar and graduated with his Bachelor of Business Administration in the year 2000. He began his career at Walgreens as a retail stockroom manager, and he was soon promoted to store manager. And then his success got around, and Foley's, a chain store owned by May department stores, recruited Aaron as a buyer, where his colleagues soon voted him Buyer of the Year. With those successes, Mr. Walters later left the May Company to become a buyer for Walmart stores in Bentonville, Arkansas, where he successfully coordinated a department of over $2 billion in sales in menswear. Subsequently, Goody's Family Clothing Stores, a Knoxville, Tennessee-based company selling first brand name merchandise, recruited Aaron to serve as the firm's Vice President, Divisional Merchandising Manager for menswear. At Goody's, he took the challenge of reorganizing and turning around the men's division, which he accomplished in only a few short months of joining the firm. In 2009, Goody's closed its Knoxville operations, and Aaron became the president of Hybrid Apparel, a full-service design, development, and sourcing, production, and distribution company based in Laguna Beach, California. And about the same time, he founded Altered State in 2009 and operated the first retail location boutique in Knoxville, Tennessee. From the beginning, Altered State's mission has been to provide a guest experience that is most unimaginable, that the best possible, to give back to the local and global communities, and to stand for all that is positive in this world. The firm has grown to now it has over 100 booming fashion boutiques in top malls and shopping centers across the nation. And the firm has donated more than $10 million to local and government communities, and through the mission program and other program partnerships. The company partners with Coprodeli USA. It's a nonprofit organization on which Mr. Walters serves also on the board of directors, and supports that community development efforts in Peru with in-kind donations, financial support, expertise, and volunteer work. Altered State has funded 5 schools and sponsored more than 300 at-risk Peruvian children. firm has received a number of awards, including the 2019 Community Partner of the Year Award by Big Brothers and Big Sisters of East Tennessee, the 2018 Outstanding Corporate Philanthropist Award by the Great Smoky Mountain Chapter, 2018 Habitat for Humanity State Impact Award, 2017 Chain Store Age Breakout Award, the Retailer of the Year. Aaron and his wife, Callie, live in Knoxville, Tennessee with their son, Ash. Please join me in welcoming our keynote commencement speaker, Mr. Aaron Walters.
Thank you, Dr. French. Thank you, Dr. Evans. Thank you to all the graduates for having me here today. It's great to be back in Southeast Texas. I want to apologize to the interpreter today because one of the things they asked from me a month ago was what was my speech. And the way I talk is I talk from the heart. And so the poor interpreter that's standing next to me, she has no idea what I'm about to say. So if I slip in a couple of things that don't make sense, it's just to test her to see if she can keep up with it, okay? So as Dr. French said, my name's Aaron Walters. I'm the co-founder and chairman and CEO of Altered State, and we're based out of Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm glad to be back in Southeast Texas. One of my favorite songs is All My Exes Live in Texas. That's why I live in Tennessee. I can officially sing that. I need to remember, though, my wife is in the audience, so I need to be appropriate today. So, in all sincerity, you know, I've been very blessed. Our organization, as Dr. French had said, has built over 100 stores across the country and over 34 states. And we've been able to build 5 schools in third world countries that educate over 22,000 children in places where people don't have running water, electricity, and all the things that we take for granted. But how did that really happen? Well, 19 years ago today, as a matter of fact, I was sitting in your seat. I will tell you, I did not look as good as you. I'm a little bit disappointed in myself. I didn't decorate my hat the way some of you have done today, and I got to tell you, some of them are very impressive. I think I've really appreciated the one that said, Game of Loans. Thought that was very creative. So please give them a round of applause for that. Graduates, today is the beginning, not an end. See, the secret to life is understanding it's not where you start, but it's where you finish. I come from a family, my parents were both first-generation graduates that changed the total trajectory of my family, and I'm truly, truly appreciative of it. My mom and dad did not grow up with parents who were college educated. My parents both worked extremely hard to get their college education. They both actually graduated from this institution. My mother might have you beat. It might have taken her 30 to 32 years. I don't know the exact number, but she graduated when she was 50 years old and became a math teacher and helped here in the local community. I graduated with a business degree, a degree in management. And I will tell you, I'm a little bit jealous of you guys today because when I graduated 19 years ago, they had all the engineering college, all the other different colleges in here, and the graduation was usually 4 to 5 hours. So one of the things Dr. Evans asked me to do today is make sure I at least speak for 2 or 3 hours so that we can extend this thing as much as we can. And I want you to know that you have my commitment that I can get that done. And I do have 3 bottles of water up here to make that happen. But I want to tell you the behind-the-scenes stories. So while we have accomplished great things, the reality is you have to have a plan and you have to have a goal and you have to have a foundation to get there. See, my whole family has graduated. All 4 out of my 5 brothers have graduated from this institution. And what I'm here to tell you today is while you are at the starting line, and it probably feels like it's the finish line, but I promise you, as you grow in life, you'll see what I'm talking about. You can accomplish anything and everything if you'll put your mind to it. See, I'm a small town kid from Sour Lake, Texas. I went to Hardin-Jefferson High School, not too far. I was a hawk. I got my first real job at the Walgreens right there on College Street, and as Dr. French said, I was the stockroom manager. My friends made fun of me. They're like, Aaron, you're a college graduate. You can't get a better job than that. And you know what? That was the best thing that ever happened to me. Going back to my comment about where it's not where you start, it's where you finish. See, if I wouldn't have gotten that stockroom job, there's no way I could have ever been a chairman and CEO of a national company. But because I understand how the stockroom works, I'm able to make good decisions to lead our 1,000 associates across the country. But it didn't come easy. The number one thing is you have to put God first. God has blessed me beyond belief. It's been, thank you. God has been unbelievable to me and my family. I didn't grow up with much financially. My parents both worked extremely hard, but the reality is we weren't rich, but we were rich with family and dedication. Every time the church door was open, my mom insisted we were there. I was a starting quarterback for our high school, but I also had to be on the church choir. I mean, literally anytime, Wednesday night, Sunday, whenever it was, we had to be there, Sunday morning and Sunday evening. And so I only tell you that I wouldn't be standing in front of you today if it wasn't for God and what all He's done for me and my family. But that's not all. That's just the starting point. You have to be willing to fail. See, culturally, in the United States, failing is looked down as a negative situation. And the truth is, it's not. There's a saying, you're either growing or you're dying. And the only way we grow is by failing, by making mistakes, by learning. And so one of the keys to my success has been that every time I get knocked down, I have been trained and taught by my family and my parents to get back up. And to look at it from a lens of not what went wrong, but what can I learn from this and how do I do it again? A couple of fun facts. Thomas Edison, it took him over 1,000 tries to create the light bulb. When he was interviewed, the reporter said, Mr. Edison, what did it feel like to fail 1,000 times? And his response was no. I didn't fail 1,000 times. It took 1,000 steps to design the light bulb. If you take a step back and you think about that, what courage it must took him, like what made him not stop at step 900? Like when I think about myself personally, after 500 tries, would I have given up? And the answer is, I hope, would be no. Oprah, if you've ever heard of Oprah, do you know that she was told when she got into TV that she was not ready for TV and was not appropriate for TV? She only went on to own her own TV station and literally have one of the best shows of all time on TV. Nelson Mandela, for his dream and his goals, stayed in prison for 20 years to free his people. He had several opportunities to step away and get out of prison if he would give up on his dream. Nelson Mandela, can you imagine after 5 years being in prison in South Africa and what those conditions might have been, what it would feel like to feel like a failure, that he was failing after 10 years, after 15 years, after 20 years? You're probably asking yourself, graduates, where is this old man going with this? Let me explain something to you. If you want to be great, if you want to accomplish great things, and I challenge you to dare to be great, you have to be willing to fail. And you have to look at it from the lens of it's a learning opportunity. It's kind of like a marriage. Marriage is a very simple thing, but a very challenging thing to operate under. You have to focus on the 95% that is great and ignore the 5% that's not. And ignore is probably not the right word, but accept the 5% that's not. The last thing I would tell you is you have to set goals. And you have to be very goal-oriented. All of you have been here today or are here today because you set a goal. It's very admirable that there were students standing that it took you 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 32 years. I tip my hat to you. That says something about you and your integrity and your character. But goals without hard work is nothing. Denzel Washington says, hard work works. And let me explain something to you. He's 100% right. See, the story you hear today, I'm able to donate millions of dollars around the globe. The part that you didn't hear is my wife and I sleeping on a friend's couch with our St. Bernard for 2.5 years. The part you didn't hear is the ramen noodles for 4 years, the going without salary for 4.5 years. By the way, my wife's favorite is the chicken and shrimp ramen noodles. I highly recommend them. Hard work works. Guys, I'm telling you, I don't care what college you graduate from. I don't care what your family background is. I don't care what your nationality is. I don't care what your IQ is. Let me explain something to you. If a small town boy from Sour Lake, Texas can be standing in front of you today, 19 years later, I promise you, whatever your dreams, whatever your goals are, God has given you the talents, the wisdom, and the ability to accomplish them. What I challenge you today is to not focus on where you start, but focus on where you finish. And my hope and prayer is for you over the next 30 to 40 years, you guys go out and accomplish things. And my hope and prayer is that one of you sitting out there today will be sitting up here or standing up here in front of a group of young people 19 years from now. Thank you for your time today. It's been absolutely an honor. In Southeast Texas, love you. And congratulations to all the graduates. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Walters, for your insightful comments. Well, our college commencement committee holds a competition for every commencement to determine who will become our student speaker. This year's competition hosted a whole group of talented individuals. And we selected Trenton Swinton to give this year's commencement speech. Trenton is a graduate of Port Arthur Memorial High School, and he enrolled in Lamar University in the fall of 2015. During his time at Lamar, Trenton demonstrated his commitment to excellence both in the classroom academically and on campus, being very active in campus activities. Trenton is a member of Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity's Zeta Psi chapter, and he's served as Vice Pole March and Right Guide Coordinator. The Southwestern Province of the fraternity recently recognized him as having the second highest grade point average in the entire region. Thanks. Trenton enjoys providing a positive role model for youth, and he's played a vital part in establishing the Lamar University chapter of the Collegiate Outreach Mentorship Program. This organization partners with Beaumont South Park Middle School to empower, mentor, and support inner city students. He's also a member of Beta Gamma Sigma, an international business honor fraternity, the American Marketing Association, and the National Black Law Student Association. From 2015 to 2018, Trenton was also a member of Lamar University's football team. Upon graduation, he plans to enroll in law school with the ultimate goal of becoming a sports agent. Trenton credits his success to hard work, self-discipline, and faith, as well as sacrifices and the commitment from his family to support him. Please join me in a warm round of applause for our Collegiate of Business speaker, Trenton Swinton.
Thank you, Noops. Good morning, all. My name is Trenton Swinton, and I'm honored to be the student commencement speaker for Lamar's College of Business graduating class of May 2019. I would like to thank the selection committee for allowing me this opportunity to share a lasting memory with my graduating class. I can assure you that, unlike the majority of my undergraduate coursework, I did not wait until last night to write this speech. There have been good days as well as bad days, laughs as well as tears, long nights in the Mary and John Gray Library, and early mornings in the Starbucks line. But nevertheless, we have finally achieved the ultimate goal, graduation. So for this, congratulations are in order. We are about to embark on a new journey as we enter into the professional world. While some of us have already acquired jobs or internships, or have plans to pursue higher education, there are others who are uncertain what the future holds. Although I do not have the ability to see into the future, I can guarantee one thing, that at some point in our lives, we will face an obstacle that may seem insurmountable. Class of 2019, when this happens, do not be discouraged, but be motivated. C.S. Lewis once said, failures, repeated failures are fingerposts on the road to achievement. One fails forward toward success. Without failure, I would not stand before you today. After one football season and 2 semesters of attending Port Arthur Memorial High School, I was offered the opportunity to attend one of the most selective institutions in this country, the United States Naval Academy. My athletic ability, paired with my superior academic standing, made me appear to be an ideal midshipman, or so the Academy thought. It had always been my dream to play for a Division I college football team, and this was my opportunity. Those around me were ecstatic about this wonderful accomplishment. But there was one stipulation. I would first have to attend the Naval Academy Preparatory School in Newport, Rhode Island. After finishing the first marking period in good academic standing, I began to lose my focus and my desire to learn. I had never been exposed to military life and had no family members who were aware of the tolls of being in the military. My academic performance failed tremendously, and although I was still above the minimum necessary GPA to receive an appointment, I had jeopardized my chances. After having my file reviewed by the admissions board, I was denied admission into the academy. Although I did not want to attend, I still had failed. I did not accomplish the goal I had set out to. I was unsure where I would go next, but I was sure that I did not want to be at the USNA. However, I was offered a fresh start in a familiar place. Lamar University offered me the opportunity to continue my academic and athletic career. Ironically, in high school, I had to pass by Lamar every day to get to and from school, but overlooked this institution when it came time to select a school to attend. Because it was so close to home, I failed to realize what Lamar, especially the College of Business, had to offer. Accredited by the AACSB, thank you, Dr. Cavalier, the College of Business boasts an outstanding faculty dedicated to grooming managers, accountants, and entrepreneurs who are ready to make a difference. Instructors such as Dr. Catherine Frextoro, who is notorious for her demanding demeanor and her unwavering commitment to excellence, ensure students are equipped with the analytical skills employers search for. While still employing traditional teaching methods, innovative professors such as Heather Bowler and Jeff Dyson have made it their mission to share their years of business experience and bring in representatives from leaders in their respective industries to give students a glimpse of what the professional world entails. Despite his keen knowledge for statistics and research, Dr. Kabir Singh guarantees that his pupils are well-rounded by providing them with a plethora of cricket and music trivia. There are professors, and many more, who rekindled my desire to learn and excel after it had been extinguished during my time at preparatory school. As a true competitor, when you are challenged, you respond by performing at a high level. No task presented to me has been easy, but with my own perseverance and dedication, paired with the support of this university, I've been able to flourish mentally, academically, and socially. All this would not have been possible had I not experienced failure. In closing, I would like to challenge you all. Do not be afraid of failure, but rather appreciative. As a society, we have become afraid of hearing the word no. Fear of failure has killed more dreams than lack of ideas, talent, or ability. So I challenge you to fail big, fail boldly, because with every failure, you become one step closer to your success. Remember, success is not final, failure is not fatal, but it is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. Thank you, and go Big Red.
Thank you so much, Trenton, for your inspirational comments. That was quite a talk you gave. And I think that it vividly represents our students here at Lamar and all that our students accomplish. We will now have the certification of the graduates. President Evans, please join me. Candidates for the master's and baccalaureate degrees, please stand and remain standing. President Evans, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Business, I am pleased to present to you the candidates who have met all of the requirements for their listed degrees.
Thank you, Dean French. Graduates, congratulations. Shortly, I'm going to shake your hand, but in doing that, I want to let you know two things. One, I celebrate your success. But as we've all talked about, this is really the beginning of the journey, not really the end. And secondly, I want to share with you that we're very appreciative of being able to spend a part of your life with you. It's been a privilege. Thank you. So now, my official role. By the authority vested in me and Lamar University by the Board of Regents of the Texas State University System, I confer upon you the degrees for which you've been certified, admitting you to all the rights and privileges which throughout the world pertain to those degrees. There is unfortunately one remaining test. I'm now going to ask you, in the university tradition symbolizing change, to take your tassel from the front right and move it to the front left of your cap. Congratulations, graduates.
Master of Science in Accounting, Catherine Marie Beebe. Beta Gamma Sigma. Shane Christopher Benoit. Sawan Deepak Bhakta. Beta Gamma Sigma. Melanie Noel Bransford. Saleh Chowdhury. Alexander Lynn DeFrancis, Beta Gamma Sigma. Lindsay Marie Fontenot, Beta Gamma Sigma. Brittany Lynn Graham, Beta Gamma Sigma. Jaden Ross Holbrook, Beta Gamma Sigma. Lauren Ann Kidder. Courtney Lynn Magnus. Stephanie K. Montes. Robert Dale Powers, Jr., Beta Gamma Sigma. Masters of Business Administration, Cedric Marcus Avant. Matthew David Burkhalter, Beta Gamma Sigma. Tommy David Caudill, Beta Gamma Sigma. Charlene Gillette, Daniel Joseph Cranmer. Priya Jadeshbhai Desai. Allison DeVoe. Ross Christopher Ewart. Ursuline Thomas Gillespie. Matthew Vincent Hanna, Beta Gamma Sigma. Kathleen Marie Hesch. Dominique Nicole Jones. Kaylee Patrice Kubicek. Jason Lee McDonald. Lindsay Michelle Taylor McManus. Tanya Nagra. Victoria Ashley Nolan. William O'Mara, Beta Gamma Sigma. Krina Kaushik Patel. Natalia Veronica Perez Sosa. Kevin Lee Phillips. Roy Lynn Essery Pond. Karen Ann Porter. Felicia Marie Saceda, Beta Gamma Sigma. Eric Andrew Sourwine. April Nicole Ricky Smith. Nikki Spencer Lewis. Brian S. Stafford, Beta Gamma Sigma. James Charles Stockings. Bachelor of Business Administration in Accounting and Finance, Jasmine Danae Dorsey. Victoria Elise LaFleur, Riode Honors College, Beta Gamma Sigma, and Summa Cum Laude. Junaid Mahmood Pirani. Bachelor of Business Administration in Accounting, Chloe Rebecca Frost. Erin Lynn McGallion. Bachelor of Science in Construction Management, Joshua Frank. Mason Holland Harris. Juan Antonio Hernandez. James Blake Kite. Anthony Ryan Falcone Ledesma. Ryan Allen Malone. Sean Robert Miller. Jeremy Devin Zachary. Might have been Devon. Okay. Bachelor of Business Administration in Finance and Economics. Sebastian Ignacio Santabanez Metafogo, magna cum laude. Madison F. Marino, Rhode Honors College graduate, Beta Gamma Sigma, and summa cum laude. Bachelor of Business Administration in Finance, Jacob Bumgardner, Beta Gamma Sigma, cum laude. Sam Dumas, cum laude. Ashlyn Ray Hendricks. Rosa Angelica Martinez. Duncan Lloyd McVeigh. J.C. Renee Rossi. Lean Shaban. Bailey Renee Thompson. Travis Christian White. Bachelor of Business Administration in General Business Entrepreneurship Management, Janet Lee Baker. Minerva Angeles Olvera. Rachel Sandy Robinette. David Solano Bloodworth, cum laude. Bachelor of Business Administration in General Business and Management, Felicia Elizabeth Chapman, summa cum laude. Matthew Addison Bennett. Marshall Fate Browning. Colton Wayne Durham. Ernest Ryan Enlow. Jenner Nolan J. Fountain. Sandra Raquel Garza, cum laude. Blake Allen Johnson. Sandra Faye Webb Joyner. Melissa Janelle Luna. Kendra Gomez. Ashley Calape Semino. Hannah M. Ward. Brittany Lachelle Wilson. Bachelor of Business Administration and Entrepreneurship, Austin Franklin. Autumn Desiree Gilly. Frankie Louise Ward. Chris Campbell. Bachelor of Business Administration in General Business, Brooke Elizabeth Schote. Noy Reno Dudley. Megan Sue Good. Kyle David Hinkey. Gagana Pereira. Rose Womack. Kevin P. O'Neill. Bachelor of Business Administration in General Business, Industrial Engineering. Lodi Chablat. Elodie Chapelet. Crystal Delcom. Beta Gamma Sigma, summa cum laude. Javon Lamont McCray. Bachelor of Business Administration in Management Information Systems and Management. Priscilla Nicole Garza. Juan Carlos Jaimes. Ruth Lee Whittakin. Bachelor of Business Administration in Management Information Systems, Jaron Deshawn Caraway. Alex Paul Dupelshane. Brianna Nicole Goodwin. Melissa Ann McDonald, cum laude. Madeline Nicole Myers, Beta Gamma Sigma, magna cum laude. Simia Yatune Oso, cum laude. Clinton Blake Perminder. Luis Fernando Rodriguez Salinas, Beta Gamma Sigma, magna cum laude. Bachelor of Business Administration in Management and Finance, John Warren Kidwell. Bachelor of Business Administration in Management, this isn't right. Victoria Sage Granger. She took off. Ethan K. Hargis. Mark Joseph Hernandez. Sydney N. Marunka. Roberto F. Morales, Jr. Courtney Janelle Moran. Obona? Brian Obona. Jessica Puente Ochoa. Darla K. Polk. Caitlin Elizabeth Potter. Malcolm James Thibodeau. Yvonne Tran, cum laude. Bachelor of Business Administration in Human Resource Management, Nicole K. Cardenas. Ashley Marie Cisneros. Taylor Michelle Norman. Talia Monet Williams. Yichen Wang. Bachelor of Business Administration in Marketing, Kendra Marie Coleman, Beta Gamma Sigma, summa cum laude. Colby M. Knox, cum laude. Shelby Tate Landry. Lawrence Allen Myers. Dylan Gregory Thomas Newton. Bailey Ari Odom, Beta Gamma Sigma, magna cum laude. Tori Sheridan Smith, Beta Gamma Sigma, summa cum laude. Leandro. Trenton Leandrew Swinton, Beta Gamma Sigma, summa cum laude. Victoria.
Thank you, everyone. And let's do it one more time. The Otho Plummer Award honors the baccalaureate graduate with the highest grade point average in his or her graduating class. Would the following graduates please come forward to receive your certificates and a check from Dr. Evans? Ms. Felicia Chapman, Bachelor of Business Administration, Entrepreneurship and General Business. Ms. Kendra Coleman. Bachelor of Business Administration and Marketing. Ms. Crystal Del Cambre. Bachelor of Business Administration, General Business, and Industrial Engineering. Graduates, today you join more than 80,000 Lamar alumni who are all over this world. I would like to take this opportunity to extend to each of you an invitation to join the Lamar Alumni Association. Alumni membership provides continued involvement with the university and the college by providing networking and other opportunities to help Lamar students achieve what you have achieved today. As a proud LU alumnus myself, I'm pleased to be a member, and I encourage you to also join this vital university organization. Again, congratulations, best wishes to all of our graduates, and thanks to everyone for sharing our commencement, and please stand for the university's alma mater.
Lamar, to thee we're singing, voices raised on high. We will forever love thee, laud thee to the sky. Our guiding star, to us, O Lord. our glorious Lamar.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's be back.